Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back to my presentation this week. I'm Noira Nazira binti Mafazuri, I181027884. I'm glad to be here with you all today. Now let's get started with chapter 8, which is Securing Information System. So today we are going to learn about subtopic 8.3, which is what are the components of an organizational framework for security and control. For the first one is information system control, are both manual and automate and consist of general and application control. Next is a general control is the govern the design, security and use of computer program and the security of data files in general throughout the organization's information technology infrastructure. On the whole, general controls apply to all computerized applications. General controls consist of a combination of hardware, software and manual procedure that create an overall control environment include software control. Let's see a few types of general control, which is software control, hardware control, computer operation controls, data security controls, implementation control, and administrative control. Next, we move to application control as specific control unique to each computerized application, such as payroll or order processing. Application control include both automate and manual procedure. Next is risk assessment, determine the level of risk to the firm if a specific activity or process is not properly controlled. Not all risks can be anticipated and measured, but most business will be able to acquire some understanding of the risk they face. Next is security policy, consists of statement ranking information risk, identifying acceptable security goals, and identifying the mechanism for achieving this goal. The security policy drive other policy determining acceptable use of the firm's information resource and which member of the company have access to its information asset. For the first one is acceptable use policy (AUP) and identity management. For acceptable use policy (AUP), acceptable use of the firm's information resource and computing equipment, while identity management, which is identifying the valid user of a system and controlling their access to system resource. Disaster recovery planning, which is device plan for the restoration of disrupt computing and communication service. Disaster recovery planning focuses primarily on the technical issues involved in keeping system up and running, such as which file to backup and the maintenance of backup computer system or disaster recovery service. Last but not least is business continuity planning, focus on how the company can restore business operation after a disaster strike. Business manager and information technology specialists need to work together on both types of plan to determine which system and business process are most critical to the company. The last topic for today is the role of auditing. How does management know that information system security and control are effective? To answer this question, organization must conduct comprehensive and systematic audit. The role of auditing examines the firm's overall security environment as well as control governing individual information system, and the audit list and rank all control weaknesses and estimate the probability of their occurrence. That's all for today. I appreciate that I have this opportunity to present to you guys. See you next week in other chapter, and don't forget to wear your mask and stay safe. Bye.